Hello lovely yoga students and welcome to this week's video. Today we're working with the eagle pose. The eagle pose is a balance, as I'm sure many of you know. So if you think that you might be a bit wobbly, you may need to have a chair or have your mat next to a wall or something that you can hold on to help you. Okay, so get your things together and join me on the mat. Right, so we're going to begin as usual by just taking a few moments just to be gentle and relaxed. Just allowing the cool air to move in gently through the nose, warm air moving out gently through the nose, just landing here on the mat for a moment, allowing the breath to just take you a little bit deeper. Lovely. So we're going to begin by taking some little movements with the arms. So bringing the hands out behind you as far as you can take them, and then bringing them across the chest, and see if you can take hold of the back of your shoulders or as far back as you can. So this is a big personal hug, coming out the other way, far back as you can, and crossing them back the other way. That's it, have a little bit of a bear hug there. Right, from here I'm going to show you the first modification for the eagle arms. So when you're in your hug like this, just bringing the arms forward so you've got the backs of the hands together like that. And then from there you're just going to rotate both of the hands so that they come, so you can put the palms together, and that is a modification for eagle pose. So we're going to open the arms back out. We're going to go the other way, and this time we'll do the actual eagle arm. So you can do the modification if you'd rather, but if you want to attempt the real thing, then you lift the arms up. So you've got elbows one inside the other. You're trying to get the backs of the hands together. And then what you're trying to do is to just see if you can just bring the palms together. It's not that easy. I can't do it that well. I've just got my fingers on my palm there. So hopefully you can just see that. So this is eagle pose. Then from here you can just lift the arms a little bit just to get a sense of that. Lovely. Opening the arms out again. Beautiful. Lovely. So we're going to just do a little opening and closing. Now last week we were doing this thing where we were having the hands on the front of the knees and pulling the chest forward, and then exhale, taking the belly button back. So we're going to do that again once more. Inhaling, pushing the chest forward, slightly looking up. Exhale, taking the belly button back. So coming back to neutral, we're going to continue making that move, but we're going to bring one hand down to the ground and take the other hand out this is our eagle's wing opening, as we're pushing the chest forward, looking up behind at that hand, and then as you exhale, taking the belly button back and bringing that arm, that wing all the way round. It opens up the upper back doing this. So inhale, looking at the hand, taking the chest forward. Exhale, belly button back, bringing the arm all the way round. We're going to do it on the other side, so take the other hand down to the mat. This hand opens, chest coming forward. Exhale, belly button going back, taking that hand as far round as it'll go. Inhaling again, chest coming forward, looking at that hand. Exhale, last time, belly button back, bringing that hand all the way round. Beautiful. So I'm going to invite you now to come and lie down on your back. Okay, and we're going to take a few little movements from here. So coming down first of all with the hands down on the mat. Let's just take a couple of breaths in. So breathing in, arms coming up over the head, exhaling down. Then we'll breathe in, and this time we'll exhale the hands out to the sides. We're going to drop the knees down to one side and look over the other arm. Beautiful. Couple of breaths there. Then we're going to inhale up to the top and exhale the other way. So if that feels like that's enough for you, that you don't want to do anything harder than that, then do that again. If you want a bit more, bring the knees up into the chest, take hold of the opposite hand, and we're going to drop the knees down so the pelvis is rolling all the way over. A couple of breaths here, looking along the opposite arm. Then bringing the chest back up, bringing the knees back up rather, sorry, taking the knees down to the side and looking along the other one. Lovely. So coming back to semi-supine, we're going to work with eagle on our back now. So bring one leg over the other as if you were crossing your, you're sitting in an armchair, crossing your legs over. Now some people can take this foot behind this one. I can't do it, but if you can, do that. And then, so we've got one leg coming up in front of the other one. So what we're going to do is we're going to take this arm, so it's the opposite arm, underneath this arm. Go into the bear hug that we were doing at the beginning. And then from here, either do your modification here with the arms, or coming up into your eagle arms here. So just working with what you want to do. And then, so this is eagle on the back, lifting the arms up. Beautiful. So opening the arms out again, crossing over the legs, doing it the other way. If you can take that foot behind, I'm getting better at it, but I still can't do it. So thinking about which leg's on top, making sure that the other one is underneath. So the opposite is underneath, coming into your bear hug, either doing your modification or coming into the eagle arms, and from here lifting the arms up a little bit. Lovely. So this is a practice, so we're going to be doing this on one leg in a bit. So lovely. From here, rolling over to one side, and we are going to come up to all fours. So coming and sun ray fingers, really really opening the fingers here. Actually, I should have a mat, because a block, because my feet are a bit sore, my knees. Okay, and then from here I'm going to inhale and looking forward, and exhale looking between the knees. So just some simple cat and cow movements. So doing that with your own breath, in your own time. Lovely. And then we're going to come back, and if you can bear it, come and do a little toe squat, sitting on the tops of your heels. If that's too much, you can come up into high kneeling here and just take a little bit of weight into the toes. And then we're going to step one foot forward and coming into a lunge here. So we're going to drop the hips forward, letting the weight of the hips coming forward, opening this back hip. Opposite hand onto the knee. We're going to take some big circles with our eagle wings. So all the way back, and this is a twist. We're going to look at our hand going all the way backwards. And again, coming all the way round, looking at our hand. And then we're going to stop at the bottom and go back the other way. All the way around. Lovely. Beautiful. Then come back, swap over legs. So swapping over to the other side, taking the lunge to begin to drop the weight of the body down, to open up this back hip here, open this beautiful area here that really loves to be stretched. So opposite hand to knee, same thing, bringing the hand up and looking at the arm all the way around, the hand all the way around, takes you into this beautiful twist here. Stopping at the bottom, coming back the other way, trying to keep your eyes on your hand all the way. She says falling over. All the way, and that helps you to move into the twist. Lovely. So now we're going to just come gently into our toe squat again, and then we're going to, from here, we're going to come up into Uttanasana, standing forward bend. So just lifting the hips, bringing the feet kind of so they're about hip width apart, and allowing the top of the body just to flop from here. Taking elbows in opposite hands if that's good, having a little bit of a squeeze. Notice that my legs are bent, and then very slowly I'm just going to come up, taking my... So we're going to start working towards the eagle pose now, and to begin with we're going to just come into Tadasana. So standing with the feet about hip width apart, rolling the shoulders back, just giving the hands a little bit of a shake, letting them flop down by the side, and just being for a moment with this very straightforward standing pose. Knees are soft, shoulders are relaxed, everything nice and upright and bright, but at the same time relaxed, and just allowing the body to be beautiful. So what we're going to do from here is we're going to keep the feet in the same place and just bend the knees. So I'm going to turn this way just so you can see what I'm doing. So from here, I'm just going to bend the knees as much as I can without lifting the heels off. Okay? And then this is where you might need a chair. So if you've got a chair, just bring one close to where you are. I've got this nice thing here that I can use if I want to. So if you need something, have your hand next to something. So you've got knees bent, but body's nice and upright here. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to take my weight into one foot and just see if I can just lift the other foot up and see if I can just balance. If you need to hold on to something, do that, but make sure that you're not leaning on it, because that's not practicing your balance then. Just think about just having it. It might be that you're just touching it, because you're actually trying to practice your balance. So let's do this on the other leg. So keeping the knees bent, it's really good practice, and taking the weight into the other foot and lifting the other leg up, foot off the ground. So you've got both legs bent, trying to balance. I can feel I'm wobbling a bit, but I'm kind of there. Beautiful. So from there, we can do the same thing as we were doing on the ground. So we're bringing our arms right back, and then taking the arms across the body into our big hug here, and then either doing your modification, which I'm going to do the first time around, which is coming around with the backs of the hands together, turning the palms together. So I've got palms together, they're going straight out in front. Maybe I'll do it sideways so that you can see. Going straight out in front. Then I'm going to bend the leg. Now I've got my left arm under here, which means that I'm going to take the weight into my left foot and take my right leg over here. So this is my eagle legs. I can't get my toes behind, so I just have to be like that. So this is my modified eagle here. Okay. So we're going to come back out. Again, we're going to do it on the other side, and on this side I'll do the proper eagle arms. So, taking the arms out to the side. So I'm going to bring them the other way. So I've got my right arm underneath this time. Taking my palms as far as I can behind the shoulders. Then I'm going to raise my hands up into this and trying, I can just get my fingers onto my palms. Here, palm. And then I'm going to bend the legs again. So I know that it's my right arm that's under here. So I'm going to take the weight into my right hand and lift my left leg and take it over. And, oh, she says falling over. It is quite a difficult balance. So if this is too difficult, then what you can do is to just bring the foot over and put it on put the the points of the feet, points of the toes, just on the ground there as a way to balance, or you can try and lift it up and take it as far back as you can, or even behind, woo, she says, even behind that foot. Yeah, so it's not necessarily, and then from here you can lift up. It's not necessarily easy for anybody, this. Lovely. Wonderful. So, you know, you can pause the video and play around with that a little bit. So we're going to come down and do a couple of counter poses here. So the first one I'm going to do is I'm going to sit on a block because I like doing that, and taking the feet out in front. I'm going to lift one knee and either keeping that foot where it is, if that's comfortable, or if you want to, taking the foot over. Now you can do that as long as you can get the whole, I'll do it on the other one first so you can see, as long as you can get the whole of the sole of the foot on the floor. If you're like that and you can't put the sole of the foot down comfortably, then keep your leg like that. But if you can put the sole of your foot round, that's fine. Taking the opposite, either hand or elbow round, other hand out behind, and this is a nice little counter twist for what we've just been doing. Breathing there. And then just come back, do it on the other side. Other hand round. Couple of breaths. Beautiful. And then we're going to come and lie down on the back. Just take another couple of those little supine twists. One side and then the other. Beautiful. And then just doing anything that your body wants before you come and lie down with your feet a little bit, just about hip mat width apart, arms down by the sides with the palms facing up, and just let yourself drop. So if you're still in Shavasana, don't rush out, stay there, enjoy a nice relaxation at the end of your practice. I might see some of you this week if you're coming to the yoga classes. If not, and you would like to make a donation to me, I will be putting my bank details in the email, and I'm very happy to accept donations from anybody who wants to give them. Lovely. So have a beautiful week. The sun's out. It's a beautiful Sunday, and hopefully I'll see some of you soon. Bye.